Hello and welcome. I am still going on this tour of Legoland Windsor. This is, excuse me, now part 4, and I am stood in the Enchanted Forest, which is where I finished part 3. I was too lazy to move and start it somewhere else, so we will crawl back out of where we were, and there's still nobody about. So if you watch part 3 and how busy it was, nobody ever comes up in here. I think people would if there was actually models to look at, apart from at Halloween and Christmas, because this is the queue line. They do use this as the queue line at for the meet and greet for Lego Santa. So this wraps all the way round, and then it goes all the way down the other way past the front of the castle, and it just keeps going. So you can imagine how big the queue is, and you do have to book your time slots for that. That's if it's going to happen this year, because with the COVID regs last year, that didn't happen at all. But I say it every single time, if you want to grab yourself a bite to eat, come to this part of the park. Hopefully I am starting to help you guys with the places you can stuff your face, and it's just at the back of that play area. So you've got your Jolly Rocker, which is the big swinging ship, which has no, I thought about to say it's just started swinging, it's not moving at all, and it just wraps around, comes through, then you come down, and then when you fell over again, there is some tables and chairs just here where there are a couple of people just chilling out having a bite to eat. And then what I'll do is show you as we come round the castle. It's such an impressive looking thing. Oh, it's what I was saying is that even if you can't get on the rides, it is definitely worth coming down to have a look at, because it is such an impressive thing. But it does look like the queue is now going again, because this morning they're having good old-fashioned technical difficulties for the coaster itself. But what we'll do, we'll walk straight into the Kingdom Knights, quick show, and then we'll come straight back out again. Over that side you've got the Dragon Apprentice, you've got the Merlin's Challenge, and then you've got some really nice models. Just we'll have a look now, because there's an army of people coming over that bridge. So this is the thing that I know a lot of you like the detail of. We've had some fish. And that was the answer to one of the quiz questions. What was on the pig's face? It says obviously a bucket. So if you got that right, well done. Okay, bridge is now clear. Let's go. Go, 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 go. So if you've just started on part 4, obviously there's another 3 parts that follow this. I did say in part 3, if you want me to upload it into one long video, then please do let me know. But I didn't know if you guys could actually stomach me talking for an hour and 20. I am trying to get around the whole park as quick as possible, so I can get as many lands in as possible in sort of 20-25 minutes. But this is the internals. So you've got the shop. The queue line starts just between those two, and it comes up the stairs, up there, wraps it round, and it goes to where they are. So at the moment, there is no queue at all. I think it's 45 minutes, but the queue's only there, so that's only going to be 10 minutes maximum. So not bad, but basically waffles. So that waffle place actually, to the point that wasn't open before. We'll check the restaurant, see if the restaurant's open, because that's yet to open yet. Because I've been trying to do food places to eat, and this has not yet opened, which is a nice table which does all the different chicken stuff. And this is still home, so I won't get too close. It is also the entrance and exit to the toilets. But you have got this nice detail about. I think I missed this last time I came down here and did a full show and tell. So we'll stand here and quickly soak that in, because I know a lot of you do like this if you've not seen it before. Right, let's get to the next bit. Right, so you've got the Merlin Challenge and the Dragon's Apprentice down on this bit as well, which is where we're panning over before. So Merlin's Challenge, Dragon's Apprentice. Dragon's Apprentice is a smaller version of this. And in the Knight's Kingdom, if you didn't know, it is the main roller coaster of the park, which is worth getting on if you can get on it. But now seems to be the time to come, because we're sort of early afternoon. I would imagine more and more people will be flooding into the Mythica area, which means this area might be freeing up, but then I think the ride has been closed most of the day. We are coming... Spotted something that I don't recognise what it is. Oh, it's the queue line to the log flume. It's the extended part of the log flume in there. But they put the peach shield, but shelter is the word that I'm after. Let me just cross back over. There we go. But it's a stunning day. Busy one. Right, well, you need to go back up and round. I know I did this little bit in part 3, which is just going by the swinging ship.
Keep your hands on the bars.
But I need to get back up the other half. The bit that I stopped and turned around on in a second will be the bit that we can see now. So that was, well, we ended 3 and carried on with part 4 in that forest. I remember I was the only person in there. Swinging ship is away. Get some height, right? It does get some height. But it's not a long queue at all, so you can definitely jump on that one quick enough. Okay, so we're by the refresh and refill, coming up to the spinning spider. Now from here we're going to go up in the Vikings, land of the Vikings. So back at the land of the Vikings. So it glitched, we had a glitch. I haven't caught the spider from the front. Caught that back spider from the back a couple of times. So the one that's on the floor used to be the one that's on top. Now obviously the one that's on top is the newer spider. But I've never been able to capture it from here before, because it's just been so busy. But what I was saying is that it's a bit of a bizarre land. So we're coming into land of the Vikings now, and there's not much. It's a big area, but it's the really steep park. So again, that's the spider on the side, spider at the top, which we will get a better view of in a second. So to the left, you've got your picnic spot, which I've not yet been able to stand in. So you've got your picnic spot here. And then you've got the really detailed spider up on there. Yeah, let's get that zoomed out, come on. There we go. The camera's worked, it's just as hard as I have today. Time that wrong. We'll get to the back of this spider. That's the back. And then that was the one that's on the top, which has got the animatronics on there now. So we've got Land of the Vikings sign at the bottom, and then we've got a walk all the way up. Back in Ninjago. That's a impressive looking building.
There must be a point there with it.
So we've got a big hike up to the big river River Rapids ride. Interesting to see what the queue is actually on this one, because depending on the time of day, it could literally be walk on or it could take forever. But definitely tell time of day that the picnic spots are now becoming available, because everybody's already stuffed their face and done what they needed to do. So to the right is the Viking Splash, which we're going to get to now.
Yeah.
But this is the steepest way up. So in part number 1, I said there's 3 ways down, where you could have gone left and down, then it's split, or you could have gone down the hill train that wasn't working. This was the third way to come down, but we saved it for the way back up. So got the nice big dragon, and there's the dragon over there. And hopefully we'll get a nice little view at the top. He says, but they've definitely changed in the last fortnight. They've definitely changed all the music over. Definitely. Let's get a quick. Oh, didn't even look at the queue. There it is. The queue length is enormous. So it wraps it round, comes back down and comes back through. I reckon the queue length is on there. I'm going to have to go back and check. I didn't look. I was too busy trying to get myself up this hill. Right. I want to say 80. It's got to be. It's lying if it's under an hour. It says 50 minutes. Now if you guess that, you're lying. That's longer than 50 minutes. Definitely longer than 50 minutes. If you've been on that ride before, how long, bearing in mind they can't fill them up with people that you don't know, how long is that queue? It's full. So I want to say at least 90. I'm going to go for 90. So that is that ride. It has got some nice models on, so I don't want to pass all of them too quickly. But the Land of the Vikings, it's a big area it covers. And we've got the new winner prize bits in there. That used to be sort of human beings, and then you had to pay the person for basketball. And now we're gonna S all the way up to the top. But if people wonder why this is so steep, it used to be a zoo, so they've got steep bits about. But you've got one real ride in that Viking Land of the Vikings. It's a bit of a trek to get there, but it's definitely worth doing. But you don't get wet on that one, so you can do it any part of the day. Whereas I know some people do want to do the log flume at the start and let the sun dry them off, or do it right at the end and they've got a spare set of clothes. So the hill train is not working today, so I can't show you that working, which is a bit of a shame. But in the last video where we had all the pigs with a bucket, they used to be here. So all of this, it used to be here. So they've moved it all, and it'll be interesting to see what they're going to put there next. We have one more thing to look at, and then we will finish where we started in part number 1. So we haven't done too badly, hopefully. But I've not bored you too much. So this is the World Creativity, Rebuild the World. So you've got this amazing, this thing. Obviously, everybody's been adding their own models onto it, so you can get very close right there. Amazing time. But this isn't staying, this is only going to be a temporary thing. And then you've got all the other models, and we can come up the stairs, which is in the Did You Know section. Oh no, sorry, the Did You Know video in full depth detail. And you've got the model making studio, which is where they create all the amazing models for the actual Miniland. There's the zebra. Some new fire engines and things in there. And we've done this tour lots and lots and lots before. So I'll just do a quick loop in here. Old Wembley Towers. Again, if you want a much detailed thing, it's all in other previous videos. But from here, there's Miniland. Because what I will do is, what I'm actually thinking about, when I get to the top, I said I'll try and get Duplo in. So I will, when we get out of here, and we'll have a little bit of a tour at the top. I'll cut the video and work our way to Duplo. That way, at least we can. Me making it a title of a full tour of Legoland Windsor means I can actually add in that stuff. So let's make our way back down. But these are some of the models that I assumed that they've used for previous Halloweens and different areas of the park, and they've either cleaned back up or they're copies, because that's dirty to the respect of it's already been out in the park. So some of these might have been used in the Miniland already, because this is the building techniques that they use for the bits in the park. But any idea who these guys are? Let me know in the comments below. Any idea? I wonder what film that was based on. Oh, coming across as well. I wonder. And there's lots. It's worth coming up just to have a look. There's a lot. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. So you can get some nice building techniques and ideas for this bit. Obviously it's not going to be in scale probably with the city, but at least you get an idea of the stuff that they make. Alright, I'll run down the stairs without falling over, and then we'll head to the models at the start, and then I'll cut the video magically, and then we will go out. So I say it every time, but that used to be the entrance to the Star Wars Miniland. That is now no longer here. And I wonder if the zebra that we saw in there was the one that was out here. So I always pass this one every time. Always nice touches and details on that. But this is the zebra, and then we can see the hill train off from the zebra. So we are back up to the top. So have a look at the shop from the outside, try and look at some of the models, and then we'll cut to another area, I think. Yeah. This is the amazing new refurbed shop. Absolutely enormous. We started the other side of those toilets, just down there. As we spotted last time, the ice cream. Right, what we will do is we will magically, I think, try and get into the Duplo bit. Look at the detail. Okay, we are still going. So the plan is now to get through a bit of Miniland, because I know you guys will moan about saying that I've missed it. I did put a little bit of it in. And then see if we can get to the Duplo area. So we come down another one of the paths, multiple paths, like I explained in the first video, how it all sort of forks off and splits up. But loads of people are now heading towards the exit. I mean, it's good. What time is it? Let's have a look. I do a dramatic pan round Melbourne to Miniland. This is 10 to 3, my phone says. So people are starting to leave, but we are literally just going to cut straight through Miniland, and we're aiming for the bright colours of Duplo Valley all the way over there in the distance. So you guys can see how big Miniland is, and then the next bit we will be right outside Duplo Valley. That saves me walking into anybody, just like this. We are down to the Duplo Valley. I have had huge groups of school children running out of this area where they all look like they're leaving. So fingers crossed we can get a quick show and tell of this. It's calmed down massively. But in the first video we saw the Duplo Dino shooting around. It's a double lap with a really bright ride, and then to the right we've got lots of rides in this area where the little ones can jump on. The one amazing thing about the Duplo area is it's really bright. So you've got the Duplo Blade Town in front of me, which is just there, and that's just where they can jump about and play. And then we will do a full circle around this. I'll keep the camera on me, obviously, rather than pointing it out to where people are running around and playing. So just to my left you can hear the water. That is the bit where the little ones play within the like the Drench Towers. So it's the equivalent of our water park. It's nothing like a water park, and they've only got a little bit of it open. But it's better than nothing. It keeps them happy in the summer. But obviously because of our weather, we don't have the I guess the need, or it wouldn't be able to get used as such as if it was a full-blown water park. And just to my left we've got the Duplo Express. So we've got little fish bazaar. We've got the Duplo Valley Theatre. Every time I've walked through this, there's actually been a show on, and it's just typical that there isn't a show going on now. Train just going around to my left. I catch the back end of it as it comes round. There we go. So it's just on the track, look, and it wraps around and it comes all the way through, which is really nice. So Farmer Joe's chicken, just beside the toilets, always really handy. So Farmer Joe toilets, and then that is the exit/entrance to the other way of in, and then we will come back through. We've got we'll go back past the Duplo Theatre. They've got the when I say protected banners up, they've got banners up there to stop you from looking, but then they haven't got them here because this is obviously where it's an exit. But that's what it looks like. And then from there you have Fairytale Brook. So this is a really nice ride. This was very busy first thing this morning. Even though it's in the Duplo area, actually this whole ride's made of Lego, which is, I don't know why, I'm not gonna, but there's some amazing models, and each you've got all these different books. So you've got Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Three Little Pigs, all that sort of fun stuff. You've got the coffee kettle in there.
Hello.
And you got another penny mangle. So if I come round, we'll be able to catch a little bit of the Fairytale Brook. So Fairytale Brook. And then this is, so the bit that we can see is you've got the three little pigs with the big bad wolf. And then you've actually got one of the figures with an actual real mobile phone where somebody's dropped their phone into the water before. And then from there, the boat goes underneath and it wraps it round. And then you've got the gingerbread house just behind it. So it's very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. But yeah, there we have it. So I've managed to give you a small quick tour of the Miniland-ish. You got to give me that. There's a little tour of the Miniland and the Duplo Valley as well. So guys, that is the end of part 4, which means that is the end of this sort of little mini series. Hopefully you enjoyed all 4 parts. If you watched them, if you didn't, go back to part number 1. Let me know what you think. And as always, guys, I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care. Ta-da.